Tomb. Here we go. Let's see, it's fine. We have some burn. We have this voice, this awkward thing where we're playing a basic forest in our Lightning Helix deck. But, you know. Yep, and now we're recording, so hopefully this will be a good match. Don't Inquisition me. That's unfortunate. Goodbye, Voice of Resurgance. This hand got a lot worse without a creature. So, what are we trying to do here? I'm actually just going to get this Godless Shrine. Because we have a red mana here. We might want another red mana. But I think it's best to just get this now. And this means if we draw a Wild Nacatl, there we go, that's the word, I can fetch a, I can play this forest to cast it, or get a Stomping Ground. And leave this to get a blue mana. Opponent, you should definitely take Voice of Resurgance, right? Interesting. Interesting. It changes things. So get Stomping Ground or Temple Garden. It's probably he's gonna get Stomping Ground. Yeah, red, white, and then this can get a different land, probably a Hallowed Fountain. And the reason to get this is so if we draw another red spell next turn, or a Tarmogoyf or something, we can still play this Lightning Bolt. This also allows us to cast Crackling Doom, should it matter. So this, like, it's painful to shock here, but it just gives us a bit more options, which is important for decks like this. I'm assuming this is dying. Oh, okay. Goryo's Vengeance. Got it. Wait, hold on. Okay, this is the Ghost Council. That is the Ghost Council, ladies and gentlemen. That card's really good against this, actually. So that does kind of force us to play this Mire and hope that he can't Gyro's Vengeance this next turn. Fatal Push, yep. Okay, that changes things. All right, we can take one Obsidian hit, and this gets an extra point damage, and means that this is why he should have taken this instead of this Lightning Helix. Is because the burn's fine and all, but and this deck normally plays Collective Brutality, so we're not doing much. Unless, yeah, here we go. It's gonna go and actually I'm not going to bolt him. This deck plays Chase, Friend's Prodigy, so I'm gonna hold bolt for that. This is the downside of not playing the Crackling Doom, but he knew about it, so he just played around it anyway. So we're gonna go down to 9, down to 7. So we're already pretty low, but we get to hit him for 4 here. If we draw a creature, if we draw a Wild Nacatl, then we're in a fine spot. This can fetch a basic mountain. Yeah, this probably needs to fetch a basic. Yeah, definitely gonna be fetching a red land now. Do we want to do this in his upkeep?
No.
This deck generally doesn't play counter magic.
It's not the counter magic, it's like he might have another Goryo. In which case, because this takes you to 7, if you kill it, he Goryo's Vengeance at the end.
Yeah, the thing is it's taking him up to 16. Like, we'll see, we'll find out, ladies and gentlemen, if this is going to make me sacrifice a creature, and I really hope it doesn't.
Oh, right, the bug.
I really hope they fix that. Yeah, I just can't afford to take the hit here. So this is going to get a basic mountain. We're going to hope our opponent doesn't have counter magic in their deck. And if they do, we're going to hope to hit a Bloodbraid Elf and Tribal Flames them. This kind of sucks that we can't get the 4th type.
You are dumb.
To anyone who doesn't realize what just happened, can't cast Crackling Doom. Can indeed not cast this Crackling Doom. Basic Forest. Why did I put you in here to beat Blood Moons? Just another Goryo's Vengeance. Deal. Untap land. Cast this card. All good things start with our savior, Bloodbraid Elf.
Crackling Doom, I hope.
God, that'd be great.
That's pretty
That's not bad. Okay, so this is huge.
So attack with everything, right?
Yeah. So we're not dead to a removal spell. This is going to flashback Agario's Vengeance. There's no way it's not.
Oh, 100.
He's now dead on the board. So we're not dead to Obsidian. That's the reason to make that attack. All good things start with Bloodbraid Elf. This is why I like this deck, is because it's so aggressive it can turn the corner very quickly, especially with cards like Bloodbraid Elf. And this is why Voice turns in the deck, is because it's made our opponent play the whole game on their turn. Even if they have removal spells, they haven't been able to hold them up. So...
Do you have another Voice earlier?
Yeah, it got pushed. It's currently in the graveyard. And close the door.
Yes.
Thank you, co-host lucky number 2. And like, even if he pluses, he's still dead to these. Goryo's Vengeance doesn't do it, so he needs...
Well, Goryo's Vengeance, I was thinking...
Yeah, so he's going to Goryo's Vengeance the Obsidian. I'm not going to block here, because I just went to kill him. So unless he has the land removal spell, and even if he does, he kills
also, he
kills the Tarmogoyf. Well, yes, I can. 3, 4, 5. You guys can't see what I'm clicking. 3, 4, 5. You're right. So we're just going to take this hit, and then kill him.
He doesn't Simian Spirit Guide Collective Brutality.
I kind of still want to cast this Crackling Doom to see if it's bugged, but I'll save that. If we should draw an untapped land that doesn't kill us. Which I don't. Basic Plains would be the only one. Okay, so you just block checked us. So despite my misplay, we didn't die there. Gaddock Teeg stops Gifts Ungiven and sideboard Engineered Explosives. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile.
Scavenging Ooze is good.
Relic and Scavenging Ooze we definitely want.
Pithing Needle has game against Jace, which they do play 4F.
Yeah. I'm aware they play 4, but we have Bolt and Tribal Flames and Lightning Helixes. Do we want... Let me pile. Okay, so we got 4 maybes. I'm uncertain about this brutality. So here's the downside of not being experienced. Like Culligan's Command. Okay, we're gonna put this over here in the maybe pile of keeps. Smiter's probably fine. It's good against Liliana Veil, which they play. Bolt. We do need ways to beat things, so we're gonna put Helix. I think we don't want Helixes.
I think you'd rather don't have bolts, right?
We have to question Quasali Pridemage. So, as far as artifacts and enchantments, from what I know, they don't play a ton. It's not the best aggressive creature. What'd you say?
I said, wouldn't you rather have Helix over Bolt?
No, because Bolt's a 1 mana way to interact with a Vryn's Prodigy, as opposed to 2 mana. So if we have like a turn, say it's turn 3, we can play a 2-drop and a Bolt, or play tap land Nacatl Bolt. Should we draw a Nacatl or something? Neither Reliquary is probably just too good.
Which are the 3 drops? I can't read.
Neither Reliquary, Loxodon Smiter, and Crackling Doom. So let's sort by this. I don't think Culligan's Command's where we want to be. Leaves a 1 card.
One of the best modes is actually not that great against them.
Kitchen Finks probably not good.
It's not insane. It's not great.
It's just good against Wraths. Is it better than Culligan's Command?
Against, yes. Because it can actually block.
I suppose.
The best thing Culligan's Command will ever do for you is...
This does get to kill Jace, and can dome him, and can look at his hands, so Collective Brutality is probably really good in this matchup too.
Command, the best modes you can do, because you don't want to make him...
Is buy back a creature and kill a Jace.
Yeah.
Or shock them. Part of me is greed.
No.
I play 23 lands. I'm smart.
Wow.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why part of me is greed, is because of situations like this. We're gonna get Inquisitioned, and we're going to lose this game.
No thoughtsies. At least he loses to life.
I don't... All good things start with 2 drops. Do we want to fetch here? Yeah, we can get a Godless Shrine with this. This can get a... Probably going to get a red land. Probably. So should this get Hallowed Fountain? So this can get an Overgrown Tomb. This is going to get a Hallowed Fountain, so we can get Overgrown Tomb. Here, see, these are the small things, like, should a Breeding Pool be in this deck? I don't think Breeding Pool would be any better.
No. It
also depends.
Right? And his basic core is bad. Necessary but bad.
I mean, this is a basic plains.
I'm gonna remand.
Don't have sideboard counter magic that counters this. They generally don't have that much counter magic. They're generally, and for those of you who aren't experienced with the Esper Groyo's deck, and this is why Voice of Resurgance is really good, is there a disruption-based deck using hand disruption, cheap removal spells, and things like Gifts and Given and Gar's Vengeance to put a very quick clock on their opponent. So things like Voice of Resurgance are really good against that because it makes them play it all on their turn unless they're fine giving you a giant token. Lingering Souls would be pretty good here.
No, it's...
Nope.
Use it.
So it can't take this. It gets 2 instants and or sorceries, correct? Okay, so it can't take this. I'm assuming this damnation is going to their hand. Okay, so that's a hedge against me having something from the sideboard. They did indeed take the damnation. Okay, makes sense. Hey, we're live to find out. This if we want to cast this, can we get a Sacred Foundry? No, we have to get Godless Shrine.
What? Oh, right, yeah, arena. Well, you play Scavenging Ooze, so you might need Overgrown.
That's fair. We can grab Overgrown Tomb. I'd say Blood Crypt should be in this deck, but this can't fetch a Blood Crypt, so it doesn't matter. Like, and see, here's the nitpicky things about the mana base that comes with me not being familiar. I've only played some games in the play lobby with this, though it did really good, is that I'm not super familiar with this. So
he's got something. Probably Gifts and Given.
He definitely shouldn't be casting it unless he has an Elish Nornan that he can get. Overgrown Tomb, there we go. Bloodbraid Elf. Okay.
That's not bad. It's not great.
On the bright side, if he does just go Elish Norn, we get to Crackling Doom it in response to the trigger. We still don't get to find out if Crackling Doom is bugged this way. But this is kind of painful to even try to play this game.
You're not dead yet. Nope, he didn't shock himself. So he's just fine.
So he just didn't want a damnation on a 1-for-1 to give me a token. It's also
Or he
pretty
has
bad if I had a
counterspell.
Boros Charm in my hand or something to save
He
it.
might actually have a counterspell.
I highly doubt that he has a counterspell if he's not.
He might not have any
If I have voice in play.
aside from that damnation, right?
He's probably trying to draw Path Exile.
Yes. Nope. Another
Okay. Can't take Obsidian, but he can take Gaia's Vengeance. I'm assuming. So didn't take.
The other fragment dies.
He took 2 Gaia's Vengeances. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. This is definitely getting a red land.
Sacred Foundry.
I don't want Steam Vents. Yeah, it's probably Sacred Foundry.
I'm just saying red land off my mind.
It's gonna bolt him now. It's interesting he didn't take the Fatal Push. He didn't
Another
take the
Obsidian?
Fatal Push. That is another land, and
That would
that
be
is indeed
why.
another
That
Obsidian.
would be why he took the other Goryo.
I mean, I
So
guess.
now attacking is not great. No. I mean, you can if you want to.
I'm not winning by playing defense. I have to attack him until he dies. I have to try and race this Obsidian. This Crackling Doom will hopefully help.
It'll keep him from hitting us for 5. You'll only take 4 total.
Tribal Flames would be fantastic. Because when we get a Crackling Doom, he goes down to 7. If this is bugged, Tribal Flames is not out. If this is bugged, Tribal Flames is not out. Yep.
This is bugged, don't you lose?
If it's bugged, I've probably lost this game. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this hit me. No, am I going to do that? So it doesn't matter because he has another one. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do this now. Because there's no reason to take the 5. He's probably going to end up Gaia's Vengeancing the other one as just a blocker. It's not bugged!
Hey guys. Eating delicious cooking cream.
Okay, so that doesn't exile no matter what. That is unfortunate for us.
Really? Really?
That is...
That's dumb.
Co-host like number 2 gets very angry at modern cards, ladies and gentlemen.
I do. I mean, that's legitimately dumb. There's an older enchantment.
Huh. Alright, I feel very dead. Tribal Flames. Bloodbraid Elf Tribal Flames would also be fantastic. We've red land. Probably just want another red land. Probably just doesn't matter.
You have a mountain, don't you?
I do, but like just more red mana. It doesn't really matter at this point. We wanted a green land in case we draw Scavenging Ooze. We really want to draw Scavenging Ooze or Relic this turn. If we don't draw a way to kill them, that stops us from killing them with that. We need Bloodbraid Elf now.
Yep.
This card's really good.
Yep.
So that's a start. That's a start. So this will force the damnation out of our opponent's hand.
No, I'm not forcing it.
We probably just don't let our voice die to this opposite out either. I mean, if I were him, I would just play Damnation and then use the Jace on the token.
He's doing it. Looks like. Yep. Excuse me.
Is this ultimate at?
What the heck does he start at?
5. He starts. These start a bit higher because several, especially this one, they do take a little bit of work to get. This opposite at's going to be an issue.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we're blocking, right?
Another Crackling Doom would have been fantastic. Yeah, we're in a world of hurt here. So I'm gonna hold this bolt.
I can't help but think back, Josh, to when you used that lightning bolt on him.
On
him,
right?
No, all those turns ago.
I feel like we'd be equally dead because there's another Goryo's Vengeance in there, right? Yeah, I feel.
Well, then his Jace would be dead.
I probably wouldn't. That's a good point. I probably would have bolted the Jace itself. I feel so very dead.
Just think back.
Okay, he stacked them right.
Lightning bolts against this deck. Gotta be careful.
Yep. All good things start with you. All good things start with you. Please hit Tribal Flames and kill him.
No, that's not bad. So you attack.
That is actually really good to have hit because it protects this.
Kill that Jace. I recommend it. Because he might be able to kill you.
So, I mean, you can buy back the Damnation if we don't.
Oh, right. Also that.
We can just kill him.
How big is that?
3/3.
Oh, he didn't plus it?
No, he flashback Goryo's Vengeance. Co-host like number 2 here, trying to get me to make the bad plays.
I'm not looking at your thing. I'm sorry. I assume that he did the other thing.
This is bad against a removal spell if he plays it. He could be very aware we have Bolt. Because Bolt or Tribal Flames or Helix are all lethal. Whereas, if he plays a removal spell, none of those are lethal, and he gets to Damnation us.
Unless you... Well, if he...
Okay, so he's giving us the token.
You have to Bolt. You need to Bolt Jace.
Do I?
So he can't do anything with it aside from
That's
plus.
fair. Yeah, that was smart on our opponent's side. So we did get to 3 them here.
So it's an Oxodot, which is a problem.
Do we let this voice die? Probably.
I mean, it's lethal, then.
Probably let the voice die. Probably just blocking with this voice.
He's going to 8, so you can't kill him because it's just going to unless we draw a creature. Pretty much any draw out of your deck is lethal to him. Because if you block with voice, he'll plus Jace and hit a token.
Yeah, this has to block, right?
You're 3.
Just because it still leaves a creature with power behind.
Yep.
That was good on our opponent's end. Ten out of 10 though. If we'd attacked that Jace, he wouldn't have played that Fatal Push. Here's another Damnation. We're in a really bad spot. Luckily, we didn't board out... Oh, no, we did board out Helix. So we've got 3 Bolts, a Crackling Doom, and 4 Tribal Flames to draw to. Or Bloodbraid Elf into those. Or just Bloodbraid Elf.
What?
We have a lot of lethal draws here.
Any creature.
3, 6, 7, you're right. Any creature. As long as he doesn't have a remove
Creature,
spell.
any spell that's not passed.
Preferably Bloodbraid Elf into a creature.
Yes.
If it's creature lines. We have a lot of good draws here.
That's what he's debating. He's trying to see what is in his hand. He has 7 cards, so he has to have something.
So we've only got 13 lands left, so we're not super likely to draw a land. Not doing math, it's round 1 and 3, I think. Around there. Serum Visions.
Yeah, so.
Oh, that's a good. Definitely cantrip first. What are you doing?
Dropping something.
Wow, look at our opponent. I just noticed our opponent's clock compared to ours.
Ooh.
Oh god. Oh,
That's probably...
that's lethal because
He's
of the
not
opposite.
dead
You
yet.
have to kill him.
Now you're dead.
Okay.
So yeah. Game 3.
GG opponent. Okay. Back to the
Almost
drawing
happened.
board.
If you'd
So
been on the play, you wouldn't have drawn
Crackling
any
Doom was good.
cards for the most of the game. They all would have been a turn later.
explosive still doesn't seem great.
The needle seems pretty alright. I'm still a fan of it. But you do now know for sure.
Gaddock Teeg looks way better. Well, yeah, but our only 2 cards are relics. Huh?
You played nothing except
Just
Damnation.
Gaddock Teeg's great.
Only against Damnation, right?
Yeah, but stopping his wraths,
Or
it stops.
Actually, since he plays Gifts Given,
He likely plays Gifts Given, though we haven't seen it.
I guarantee you that deck does play Gifts Given.
I think we're just sending this back. It's arguments for the engineer explosive here, but I don't think we want to tinker around with that. It could cut a Knight because it's kind of slow. So Smiter. Doesn't matter. So
That seems
slow.
interesting.
So
You're playing Burn, right?
This is an almost keepable 7.
I'd keep him in the dark.
It's not the dark. It's the same match.
Oh, never mind. Mulligan the shit out of it.
But we get to kill Jace and we get to kill Obsidon.
That's true. It's up to you. How do you kill up to this? Trouble Fun's an instant?
No, the Crackling Doom.
My god.
And this is why
This hand seems better.
it's probably the best of them all. Okay, we're leading on this forest. Go opponent. On the bright side, we have Liliana covered. Liliana's super covered. In the market for that third land. Didn't play a card. That's great for us. What is this grabbing?
Sacred Foundry?
Probably right. Alternatively, this could grab Hallowed Fountain.
And then
Well, or we could grab
Overgrown
Steam
Tomb.
Vents, and then the solar lands. We're gonna get this Sacred Foundry here.
I'm gonna say I like Overgrown Tomb, but into Sacred Foundry. But
What black lands can this grab in my deck? I'm trying to think.
not Overgrown Tomb.
Yeah, I don't actually know my base that well. Ooh, well. Things have changed. Okay, let's fetch now. Find out. We could play this Kitchen Finks or this Voice. Okay. Godless Shrine? Do we want Godless Shrine? Yeah, we'll grab Godless Shrine. Get our F6 value in.
Also, that's just one of the best ones to play.
Yeah, it's probably better than Kitchen Finks or Loxodon
It's
Smiter.
only a 1/2, right?
Yeah, it's not the most impressive of Tarmogoyfs, but this is a mulligan to 5, so can't ask for too much. I can ask for a land into Bloodbraid Elves for the rest of the game. Did see Bloodbraid Elf flip over 7 cards because 6 of them were lands, but that felt good for my opponent. Just not draw 6 lands in a row. This isn't looking great. If we didn't have this basic force, we could cast Crackling Doom right now, probably. That's a really good card. Did grow my Goyf, which is nice. So, I'm not fine trading a Voice with half of a Lingering Souls, right? Though the token would be bigger. We're going to play his Kitchen Finks in case he has a Wrath. So he's going to try and race us. That won't work out as well as he thinks. Right, I'm going to do this the right way. Click on this first.
What?
I think he's going to try and race us with his Lingering Souls. Because we had this Kitchen Finks, the math got even worse, because getting hit with that Goyf's a 2-point swing. Could also just be saving the souls to eat the Tarmogoyf. Also, creature dying does grow the Goyf. If he's not... I'm fine trading half of a Kitchen Finks for this. Not fine trading this Voice. So he's probably got a Damnation if he's not doing anything. Okay. So this stinks of a Damnation here.
Probably.
And like this is why I want cards like Kaisek Wolfren in the deck, but at the same time they're not very good in the deck because of the color requirements. If he plays a Liliana of the Veil, we're in a great spot. This is where also having Borostroms over Lightning Helix might be better overall, because Borostrom definitely would have stayed in. Yep, and we're still going to hold on to this Bolt here. This is probably going to get up Steam Vents. Actually, we're going to hold on to this fetch in case, because we might want another green man there. I don't know. Don't know. Actually, no, I'm just going to Steam Vents now. It might matter. Because we want to thin out lands, try and draw Bloodbraid Elf. Though the thinning is statistically irrelevant. Matters to me. Actually, yeah, I'm going to play this. I'm going to check their hand now, see what they have. See what they have instead of playing this. 2 Gyro's Vengeance and an Obsidat. Okay, opponent. So we're about to get Obsidated. We're going to be in a really bad spot. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll just draw a Jace and just cast the Jace. So we're not having Path is worse. Now we feel silly for not having played the Smiter. Cast my Obsidat. Obsidat resolves. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. This definitely isn't staying in, right? Yeah, definitely now wish I had the Smiter in play. Bloodbraid Elf. Okay, now we're definitely casting this card. We could trade this for Obsidat, but then he's just going to Gyro's Vengeance it back. That's not very appealing. Not very appealing. We're in a really bad spot. This Obsidat's really good against us.
Really? Why did I... Yeah.
I'm getting to 5. Game 2 and 3 was rough. Like, I feel like we're in almost good position, but oddly enough, Caleb, I think that opening hand would have been fantastic against what's currently going on. Maybe there should be a Dried Arbor in this deck. No play Dried Arbor, guys, unless you have to. So Down to 9. Down to 7. Down to 5. Down to 3. Okay, so this doesn't change the clock. Okay, so he does think we have Borostorms in the deck. Bloodbraid Elf. Okay. I mean, there's can be choosers. Definitely attacking with this voice token. At this point, we might be inclined to use a vault. If he double blocks, do we vault it? I feel like we're dead, chat. Pull the opposite out, he'll just attack with it and eat the Goyf. We're forced to block it this turn regardless. If we bolt the token, we can go to 1, crack him for 4, 5, 6. So Bloodbraid Elf into burn spells lethal if he has nothing. Alright. So instead of using the play to not lose line, we're going to do the play to win line here. We're going to kill the token, let ourselves fall to 1, and hope he has nothing. Because we know one of his cards is Agara's Vengeance. This implies to me he is nothing. So this leaves us dead to this. This is a line I am accepting. So we're going to try and draw Bloodbraid Elf. That is not a Bloodbraid Elf. We are very dead. Okay. So we died. But we tried. Alrighty. So that was the end. There's going to be several more videos, and we're going to, instead of going through a little burp every time, you can go to the, if you watch the deck tech, you know where to find us. If you didn't watch the deck tech, please feel free to. And in the description below will be all the places you can find us. Please hit that like and that subscribe button, share this with your friends, and we'll see you for the next 4 matches, where we'll hopefully be doing better than this. Bye, guys. See you next time.